Shuffle Chat.
सुपर हिट्स 93.5 रेड एफएम पर मैं हूं आरजे दीक्षा एंड ऑन रेड इंडीज अ शफल वी हैव एन आर्टिस्ट हु हैज बीन एन इंस्पिरेशन for a lot of independent artists and who look up to you and they want to become like you, not just from Punjab but I think all over the world. And we're very very happy that your new song Teri Naal is out there on YouTube and people are loving it. The video is amazing, the music is amazing.
Thank
So,
you.
first of all, straight up, the first observation that I had about the video and the music, I really want to ask you, what do you think about it? When I saw the music video, I feel that if I talk about today's situation, girls are not that shy these days, and I think the guys have become more shy in terms of approaching girls and talking to them and getting into a relationship. What do you feel about it?
I don't know. I'm married. I've been married for 10 plus years. So I'm not in that scene anymore. I'm not in the party scene. I only go do my shows and I leave. So I can't really comment on that. But listen, first of all, I want to say namaskar, salam, sat sri akal to everybody that's watching. And thank you guys for having me, man. Thank you for taking the time out.
Thank you so much. And also because you meet a lot of people, there are a lot of youngsters around you, and you see the Gen Zs and the millennials. And what do you think that the situation is these days? Do you think like it's equal, like the guys are not that shy enough, or the girls are not shy these days?
I do see that. Yes, that has changed a lot. And I think that might have just changed with, you know, people feeling a lot more confident in themselves. And that's a good thing, I guess, you know, um, I I I often get comments on my music saying, "Paji, आपके गाने पे मेरी hookup होया था और ये इस गाने पे ये मेरा hookup होया था." And it makes me laugh sometimes, but it's cool. It's cool.
Right. And since आप बहुत अच्छा dance करते हो, has there any been situation
Oh
in your
God.
life when you went out for a party and everybody was conscious to see you dancing on the floor? Has it happened with you? Because you dance really
Uh,
well.
Well, not conscious, but they do try to do my move, and they're a little bit conscious trying to do my move when I'm there, and I can see that because people find it very difficult. Some people can do it. I've seen that sometimes I get videos being sent to me when my song comes on, and they'll just tag me saying, "Paji, look, आपका गाना आया था और सारे आपका dance step करने लग गए," and all that. So some people are terrible at it, and some people are really good.
Hmm. Being a 90s kid, I still remember listening to your song in the movie Hum Tum. And
Oh,
that song was like all over the place. I'm still crazy about that song. And how
thank
did
you.
it happen? And do you still have people come up to you and tell you that that song Hum Tum and all of the songs that we've had in the past, like people are still crazy about it.
They are, they are. Hum Tum is one of those evergreen songs. We were so fortunate to be asked to firstly work with such a big production house, so early on in our career, for Yash Raj Films. Wow. I mean, for that was like a dream come true for any person. Sorry, for anyone to be in the music industry and in their first couple of years get asked by Yash Raj Productions to do a song for their film is just like it's unbelievable. So we were really excited about the project from the beginning, but it was then three young Asian kids that have been born and raised in the UK that made that song in a small studio and then got flown to Mumbai to shoot a video and were picturized in the same frames as Saif Ali Khan and Rani Mukherjee. I still, to this day, can't believe that happened. It was like, wow, did we do that? And, they were so cool about it. The whole team, they treated us with, we were treated so well. And then when the song came out, it was such a hit. Even now, it's like, it gets played. I hear it so often. The response I get from the crowd, it's amazing. It's actually amazing. And then I met Rani ji and Saif Baji and at two different occasions. And, they were so overwhelmed and so happy about the song that we gave for the film that they were both just like, oh, we're such fans of this song. It's such a classic track. It's amazing. And that was just so nice to hear.
And I think the music was way ahead of the times. I think people really liked it. It was like a a fresh of breath air, like really really nice when people heard it. And till today, people really like that song. And all of your songs, I think people have never forgotten all those golden golden songs that we have heard in the past. And also
Thank
because when
you.
you come to India, is there anything very very specific that this is something we Punjabis are foodies? Is there something that you
Yes.
definitely eat when you come to India? Like, ye to fixed hai कि ये तो खाना ही खाना है.
You know what? There used to be a lot of those kind of things. When I used to go to Mumbai, I used to have what is that kebab guy? There was that famous kebab guy. Uski ready hoti thi
Yeah, 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 yeah.
in this
Uh,
gully, and everybody used to sit and eat the food on their cars.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
I don't remember the name, but I've seen the place.
you know
Yeah.
what I'm talking about,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
I can't remember the name. Khan Saab or something like that.
Yeah. 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 Right.
Khan
Right.
Chacha or something.
Cha cha, something like that. Yeah.
Something like
Yes.
that. Anyway, so that used to be one of mine. Being a Punjabi, when you come to India and you head to Punjab, the first thing you have to have is parathe with saag. And, people love makki di roti, but I'm not a makki di roti kind of guy. I prefer kanak di roti. But yeah, or parathe
Hmm.
with loads of butter, desi makhan, and, yogurt and a lovely desi cup of tea. I love all of that stuff. But I'm a bit health conscious now. I don't eat meat anymore. I'm a pescatarian. So
Okay.
for me now, like last night, I had very simple meal, two fulke with tadka dal and some pyaz and hari mirch. That was me. That was soy.
In fact, I had the same dinner last night.
Oh,
Exactly
nice.
same.
Yeah. What a
Yeah.
beautiful. It's just simple yet amazing.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. And since we were just discussing in the office that a lot of times it happens, celebrities who come to our studio for the interviews, they say that a lot of our friends come from Punjab. When if we are in other country, and without intimation, has it ever happened any of your friends from Punjab has come to London and without even informing you, and then he landed and then called you up and said, "Ab to main aa gaya hu, Jaggy. Where are you?" Has it ever happened with you?
It has actually. It's happened a couple of times with some friends. But you know what? हमारे dil बहुत बड़े हैं. So if we're there, we always accommodate and we'll make plans because वो that kind वो ही इंसान फोन ऐसे करता है जिसके साथ प्यार होता है.
Absolutely.
And you will be then you'll be happy to know that they're there and you make time, and it's happened to me a couple of times where one of my friends has done that and I'm like, dude, I'm coming, where are you? I'll grab you. Why didn't you tell me before? I would have picked you up from the airport, you idiot. Things like that. So
Yeah.
yeah, I definitely take time out for people that have that I've got some love for.
Absolutely. And Jaggi, since you have been in the industry for so long, I think you were 13, 14 when you started, in the
Yeah,
industry. But
that's right.
before that, like, all of our parents, whenever relatives used to visit us, they all used to say, dance karke dikhao, gana ga ke dikhao. Has it ever happened with you?
So that's how I started.
Yeah.
That's how I started.
Hmm.
So in Punjabi, they say, they say, "Bi meri jakk ਏਦਾਂ ਹੀ ਖੁੱਲੀ ਸੀਗੀ." Like I was broken into like not being shy, by that method. So we used to have dinner parties at home. Uncles and aunties used to come over and stuff, and we'd have our dinner, and I would then sneak off because my dad had done it a couple of times, and I knew what would happen. So I'd
Yeah.
sneak off upstairs, and I'd hear this voice. Juggy? And I'd be like, oh no, I know what he's gonna do now. And I used to know the tone. I used to know the way he was gonna call me, and I knew what that was for. And he'd go, "Acha, uncle nu gana suna, uncle nu gana suna," and I'll be like, "Oh God!" And I used to hate it. But I'm glad he did that because that really did bring me out of my shell. And they used to listen to me and be like, "Beta, आपकी आवाज बहुत अच्छी है, बड़ा अच्छा लगा. You should try this. You should do that." Then they used to become critics. They had no clue about music. And they used to say, "तू ऐसे गाया कर, तू ये गाने गाया." I'm like, "Okay, uncle, yes, हाँ, अगली बार मैं ऐसे गाऊंगा." It was really
Right.
good fun. It was really
Absolutely.
good fun. But that's kind of
Yeah.
where it started. I used to sing in the bathroom a lot, and my mum and dad used to be standing outside, and they'd be listening in to what I was singing. And see, I used to come to India from the age of like 3 a lot. Every year I used to come to India, and so I got connected to Punjabi culture, Punjabi music, apna virsa, and everything like that, and I fell in love with it. So I used to collect music from a very young age. I used to speak, go with my cousins, and I used to say, right, who's the most popular singer? And I'm talking about 30 years ago.
Hmm.
Who's the most popular singer right now? Kiske gaane chalte hai? And we used to go then and buy TDK tapes. I've got boxes of them in UK. Yeah, I've still got
Wow.
them now. And I'm talking, old, as far back as, the millennials and these new gen people, won't even know
Mhm.
what this is. But these
Mhm.
TDK tapes used to be called 4-track.
Okay.
Okay. There was called a 4-track tape. And if you turned it to the left side, it would be one song. And if you turned it to the right speaker, it'd be
Oh,
another song.
yeah. Right, right, right.
What technology? What technology? Like, it was amazing even then. It was like, wow, this is amazing. So I used to have this 4-track tapes. I used to listen to people like Ranjit Mani, Dilshad Akhtar, Kuldeep Manak ji, the late Kuldeep Manak ji, Muhammad Sadiq. I used to listen to a lot of folk Punjabi music. So that's what I grew up on.
Right, right.
Yeah.
And if you talk about your musical journey, how did it start? Like we were discussing, it started at home, is only. But how did your professional musical journey started?
So, I've never, well, I wouldn't say never. I have had some formal training. Um, I had a friend of mine whose mother was a South Indian classical singer.
Mhm.
She gave me some training. I never like did it to say I'm, in this field, koi, I don't believe, but there are some that are great professionals. And वो भी आपके आपको professionally कभी बोलेंगे. They'll say नहीं हम भी सीख रहे हैं. And you'll hear them and you'll be like, आप क्या सीख रहे हो भाई? आप तो, कमाल दे हो. And so, in comparison to that, I don't even call myself a singer. I sing from the heart. I'm a passionate
Yeah.
singer. And the only reason I got into music is because people kept saying to me, bro, do something. We love hearing you. Kuch karo, kuch record karo. So I'm not a trained singer. I don't sing classical. I can't
Mm.
even play the vaja. I do a little bit of rags on there. Like, I do some vocal training myself, Saregama Pa, Dani San, all that.
Mm.
That's very basic stuff. But
Mm.
other than that, it's all from here. It's all from the heart. It's all passion. It's just shauਕ ਸੀ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਛੋਟੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਨੂੰ. I had a
Mm.
real big song, and it was my dream just to become a singer, and it worked out for me. I don't know how, but it did. So
Right.
I'm very blessed. And the one thing is, I think the one major thing for any person and any artist is if you have that kind of a gift, work on it. Obviously, the more you sing, the better you're going to get.
Mm.
If you can get some training, definitely do that. But it's about connecting. It's about connecting and having being able to capture that crowd, and I felt that I had that from a very young age because people kept telling me that. So if people are telling you that, then there is something there. Kuch hai,
Mm.
and then it was like, you need to do something. We all love hearing you. We always are saying to you, like, bro, sing. College mein we just started experimenting with a few beers and stuff, when we were at college, as you do. And, then after 2 beers, the boys would say, bhai, gana suna de yaar, you know? And that's how it started. It literally did. And then we'd all end up singing and dancing. And
Yeah.
it was really cool.
Yeah.
Um,
Right.
but there's a like that connection thing I was talking about. It's like some singers could have the most fantastic voice, but they have zero stage presence.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I I look at myself as an entertainer. I'm an entertainer. I step on stage, I set it on fire. That's my job. That's my job to do that. And I love doing that. And that's what people have said all the time. Bro, when you hit the stage, it's amazing. You really set the stage on fire. So,
Right.
I really take that on board, and that's what I love doing.
Absolutely. And also, Jaggi, the video has been made very, very smartly. Like when I
Thank you.
saw the video, so smartly. Like what was the idea behind it? Because there are people all over from India and they are shooting and they send the video clips to you. Such amazing videos. So
Yes.
how did it plan out to be?
So the video, it was. Thank you so much for commenting on that. Firstly, and recognizing that, because video made when you have these ideas, and they you execute them well, a lot of people don't recognize how much hard work goes into making them. But when it is recognized, and I guess all credit needs to go to my video director, whose name is Samarth Sandelia, and he's actually a very big actor. If you watched Rana Naidu, he plays Tufan in Rana Naidu, and
Okay.
he's like a younger brother, and he's also my director. Has his own production house, which is called Blue Bull Films, and they shot my video. Both of my videos, Meri Banja and Tere Naal, were both shot by him. So yeah,
Yeah.
uska idea tha. He said, "Bro, I've got a load of friends who are in this industry and music, kuch dance mein hai, kuch acting mein hai, kuch ye wo, and models and this and that." He goes, "I'm going to send the song." So we made the trailer like that. And I'm telling Harps Core, who's a very close friend of mine, that this is what we're doing. This is what's happened. This is what he said. And we literally said what happened. And it all pieced together really nicely. And it was all shot on the same cameras in different destinations. And really came out well. I'm really happy
Yeah.
that you guys enjoyed it as well.
It looked amazing, all their Instagram handles with their names. It looked really different, very refreshing. Like it
Cool.
looked really nice. And
Nice.
also, since we do a show which is about independent music, about independent
Yes.
artists all over from India and from
Mm.
the world, who's your favorite independent artist? Like who these days, like who you really like and love listening?
Do you know what? To be honest, I don't really get that much time to listen to music or watch films or anything. I'm like traveling or I'm at home. When I'm at home, I switch off and I become full-time dad. I have three children, so it's a lot of work, and it's not even just a lot of work. It's nice to just connect with them when when you're back at home. I listen to more radio. I listen to stuff on the radio when I'm in the car. I'll turn the radio on because on there you get to hear what the latest stuff is and what's being played at the time. And so I'm more of a radio guy. But one guy that I very much admire for his independent approach is Anyway Bantai. I think that guy has killed it independently.
Yeah.
Absolutely killed it. What
Yeah.
a phenomenal numbers. Doesn't has never used a label. He's just got his own system, and he's killing it. And hats off to that guy. Hats off to him. And obviously then we
Absolutely.
have our brother. Our late brother, who's still crazy with the numbers on, and he's still got loads of music coming out. He's like the Indian Tupac, Sidhu
Right.
Musera. He
Absolutely.
is. God bless his soul, man. It's so sad that he's not with us anymore. But his music will live forever, and his stuff comes out and it goes crazy. Divine and his song Chorni,
Yeah.
phenomenal. Look at
Yeah.
that. It's like he's still here. You know. And he's gonna be around forever. He's gonna be around forever. That guy ain't going anywhere. It's like Tupac. Tupac died but never died. He actually got more famous after he died. And that's the same scenario with Sidhu, man. This guy ain't going nowhere. And it's funny because I did an intro. He was at an award ceremony and I
I
presented
saw
him.
that video. I was actually about to ask you about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I presented him an award. And that was actually the first time I met him in London on stage at that event. And I said in that thing that this guy is here to stay, and unfortunately he wasn't here to stay physically, but his music
Absolutely.
is gonna live forever.
Mm. Right. And, a lot of people, a lot of indie artists would be listening to you through our show. If there's any message that you would like to give to all those artists out there who are listening to you.
Oh, I love you all, firstly, for making such great music. And whether you're in your early stages of being an artist or you're, at the top of your game, respect to all of you because this is not an easy industry to be in, and if you're at the bottom, keep working hard and you will get to the wherever you want to get to. Set yourself small goals and you will reach them. And one day you'll get to the biggest platform that you want to be at. It's all in your mind. It's all in your, they say in Punjabi we say मेहनत दे फल लगदे ने जितनी ज़्यादा मेहनत करोगे उतने ज़्यादा आपके फल लगेंगे. So work
Absolutely.
hard, and to the guys that are at the top of their game, I salute you all. Your music is great, and maybe one day I've worked with loads of artists from India, but maybe we'll get some more collaborations. I've reinvented myself This is my new kind of start. It's like I'm restarting my whole musical journey, but with 20 years of experience. And
That's right.
it feels so good. It feels so amazing this time around because I'm in control of all of my music. It's on my own YouTube channel, Juggy DTV. Meri Banja featuring Jay Sean, Yash Navikar, and Rishi Rich is out. My song
Yeah.
with V, who produced Tere Naal, that's out. And I have another one coming real soon, which is called Patake. So look out for that.
Oh wow, really? That's very
Yes.
nice, and
It's
I
already
wish you
been
all the
shot.
best.
It's
Yeah,
already been shot. The visualizer's been done. We're putting it out, and that's the beauty of independent music. You can put it out whenever you feel. You can, I had this very old school soch that ek गाना निकाल के, and I was like, yeah, next song maybe what 6 to 8 weeks. Then नहीं नहीं पाजी 15-20 दिन में सिटेंगे गाना next one. I'm like, wow, that quick. I'm like, oh my god, I'm not used to that kind of stuff. We're old school, but
yeah,
it is what it is. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to putting out new music.
absolutely. And wishing you all the best for Tere Naal and other,
Thank you.
songs that are coming up very, very soon. And we
Thank you
really
so
hope
much.
that, people listen to it on Red Indie Shuffle through Red FM. And
Mhm.
they have always loved you. They still love you. So thank
Thank
you
you
so
so
much.
much. Thank you. Thank you
Thank
so
you for
much.
being with us.
No, thank you for taking out the time.
Red Indies Shuffle
Shuffle Chat
93.5 Red FM
बजाते रहो